Welcome to Dreamy Tales. Now let's start today's story.
The Brave Little Fox and the North Star. Once upon a time, in a dense forest, there lived a little fox named Orange. His fur was as warm as the sunset glow, and his eyes sparkled with endless curiosity about the world. Little Orange's favorite thing to do was to adventure at dusk when the forest was bathed in a golden orange hue from the setting sun. On this day, as the sun was about to hide behind the distant mountains and the forest was filled with the day's most beautiful light, Orange set out on his usual adventure. He crossed the bustling stream, leaped over layers of green leaves, and chased a butterfly, gradually straying far from home. Engrossed in the joy of exploration, Orange suddenly realized he was lost. Around him grew strange flowers and plants he had never seen before, and the trees were much taller than he remembered. The sun had set, and the light in the forest grew dimmer, silence enveloping the space. Orange began to feel afraid. His heart beat faster. He tried to call out, hoping his family would hear him, but the forest was too deep, and only his echo responded. Just then, a gentle owl flew down from a tree and landed in front of Orange. "Why are you out so late, little fox?" the owl asked, its bright eyes looking curiously at Orange. Stammering, Orange replied, I'm lost and can't find my way home." The owl nodded and said, "Don't be afraid, little fox. The forest is vast, but there's no place where you can't find your way." The owl told Orange that by following the guidance of the stars, he could find his way home. Orange looked up at the star-filled sky. Indeed, there was one star that shone brighter, seemingly winking at him. "That brightest star is the North Star," the owl continued. "It always stays in the same place. It won't move, and you can rely on it to find your direction." Following the owl's guidance, Orange began to move in the direction of the North Star. He crossed the stream, passed through the bushes, and finally, familiar sounds came from a distance. It was his family looking for him. Orange quickened his pace, and soon he saw the lights of home. His heart was filled with gratitude and courage. He knew that no matter what difficulties he faced in the future, as long as he faced them bravely, there would always be a solution. Orange returned home, and his family gathered around him, their laughter filling the room. Orange shared his adventure story and how the wise owl had helped him find his way back. They listened, sometimes tense, sometimes relieved, and in the end, they all applauded Orange's bravery and wisdom. From that day on, Orange was no longer afraid of getting lost. He knew that as long as he looked up at the stars and took brave steps, each star could guide him. He also understood that no matter how dark the night was, there was always light waiting for him ahead. And that owl became his new friend, often coming to the treetop near Orange's home at dusk, watching over the mysterious and beautiful forest they had explored together. The story tells us that courage and wisdom are vital weapons to overcome difficulties, and friendship and family love are our strongest support. Now, the moon has climbed high into the peaceful night sky, illuminating it. Let's put aside the worries of the day and peacefully drift off to sleep. Good night, and may you have sweet dreams.